cargo, you will carry me.
Welcome to the fall series. Today we are making luxury fall candles at home. Now, this is great whether you intend on keeping the candles for yourself or you want to sell them. This is a really great season to get started in candle making, and making a luxury candle will take you even further. So, last week we made these fabulous wax melts here, which are available on my retail website and on my fair like wholesale if you are interested in purchasing. If you didn't see how I made those, you can go back to last week's video and check this out. Now, the vessel that I use is the Mixie Aura vessel. I've used all of the sizes. They have a 2.5 ounce. This is an 8 ounce, and they also offer a 12. I've used all of the sizes and I really enjoy them. Okay. Now, this is the clay color, which is my fall color. Super cute. Matching lid. And I will say, I was reading on their website, these lids just kind of sit on, but they are actually moving in the direction of putting a gasket in the lid so it actually secures on, which I'm very, very excited for. I was really glad to see that update because that will just really take it to an entire another level. This is the vessel that we are using for our candles today. Of course, I'll have everything that I'm using linked down in the description below. So we have our vessel. It's really nice. I've actually dropped several and I've never shattered one. I have cracked two. And then like my toddler dropped one off of the table, like she knocked it over, and that one didn't even chip. So really great vessel here. The next thing to consider is your wick. So I use crackling wooden wicks from Mixie. These ones have words on them, but they have actually discontinued those. You can still get wooden wicks, but the words are no longer available. I stocked up when I saw that they were being discontinued because I really love it. I think it adds like a just a thoughtful touch, right? To the candle. So we're going to use these wicks. And then your wax. I could probably make 15 videos on wax and wax selection and how the wax that you choose affects your final product, etc. I use cocoa apricot creme wax, and I love it for so many different reasons. It is just a really nice wax, and when you're just getting started, it is more expensive, but the benefit to it is that you don't have a lot of the same guesswork as you do with other waxes. But as per usual, my table behind you is completely full and I need to clean that off before we can even use it. So let's go ahead, we'll clean that up and I'll start setting everything up and we'll go from there.
You said that you needed me like a cargo, you will carry me. I just hope you know my depth, even though it makes no sense. Sometimes I'm broken, too much of emotion. Sometimes I'm the lightning, don't wanna pick a fight with. Everything seems so good. I guess I can't help myself. Would you call me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm right under the stars. Would you run on me leaving this mark? But baby, I'm the one who's breaking hearts, one who's breaking it. I said that I needed you, like a late night with someone that I knew. I just hope you won't get hurt.
All right, everything so far is looking good, except for my hair, but I'm just gonna leave it like that. Now I need to know down in the comments, there is a humongous debate in the candle making community going on right now. And that debate is, do you wick your candles before you pour your wax in, or do you wick them after you pour your wax in? I've seen the argument for both, and it is very heated. Let me tell you what, I never would have thought twice about it, to be honest. I am surprised every time I see it going back and forth, but it really is split down the middle. So tell me in the comments, are you team wick before or wick after? That seems to be the question on everyone's mind. As you can tell, I am wick before all the way. I have never even considered wicking after. But to each their own. As we know, there are so many different ways that you can accomplish what you're trying to accomplish. Now, here's the part in my day where I take the afternoon off to go take the kids out into the pool and run our errands and do all the things. And I'll come back to you guys after bedtime and we'll pour these candles then. All right, I'll see you in a bit. Let's talk fragrances. And trust me, I'm well aware that this is what I look like, but we were in the pool for like 2 hours. Between the last clip and this clip, there was a 2-hour pool session in there. So this is kind of what we're stuck with. So anyway, a note to everyone, because I feel like people are going to ask how much wax I use against or like in partnership with how much fragrance oil, like what's the percentage, right? You really have to figure this out for yourself because it's dependent on the wax that you use. It's dependent on the fragrance oil that you use. It's dependent on a lot of factors. So what I have found to work for my specific self, okay, using the 8-ounce aura vessels, I use 7 ounces of wax to 9/10 of an ounce of fragrance oil. I don't tend to stray too far from the same fragrances. So each time I try a new one, I do kind of do a little test back and forth to see what like a good percentage is. And you also have to keep in mind to stay within the IFRA guidelines for suggested or maximum fragrance oil usage in a candle. If you go above those percents that are given by the IFRA, then you could potentially cause harm to your customers, and that's not at all what we want. So keep that in mind. Let's go over the different fragrances we are pouring. First, we have Midwest and Flannel, which is a Bath and Body Works type. This one does not smell exactly like it. If you want a closer dupe for the flannel from Bath and Body Works, then I would go with the Brambleberry one. It does smell closer, but I like the smell of this one. And so I don't like need it to be an exact dupe. So it smells really good. Like I like this one for what it is, but it's not the closest one to flannel that I have smelled. Then we have Fragrance Buddies Sweater Weather type. I have tried no less than 10 sweater weather fragrances, and I'm telling you, this one is the absolute best. You will not find a better one. Northwood. The Northwood's sweater weather also smells very good. And it does smell very close to it. But the other ones, trust me, I've tried them. No, stick with this one or Northwoods. And this one is just hair above Northwoods. But this is the best fragrance, the best sweater weather dupe I've ever smelled. Then from Simbi, we have Haunted Library. This one I actually call Chapter Book, and this is in my collection year round. It is historically a bestseller. It just smells amazing, honestly. It's a real good thrower too. If you need like a hole in one, I was going for like a basketball. What's it called when you slam dunk? There it is. Sorry, we've been watching so many Olympics. We have watched so much Olympics that I can't even think straight. So Simbi Haunted Library, that's in my collection year round, and I call it Chapter Book and historically bestseller. Okay. Then this one I've never actually tried before. It's from Midwest and it's called Heart and Home. I think it smells really nice. I'm excited about it. And I think it does have the potential to stay in my collection year round. It's like a hint wintry. There's like a lot of spice in it. So I'm excited to see what it smells like in a cured candle to see if it can stay year round. Because I really, really like the scent. It reminds me of just like walking in, growing up, you have that one house that you walk in and you just feel like you just feel that weight come off your shoulders. That's what this fragrance truly reminds me of. So I'm really excited for that. And then the last one is a classic for my collection. White Tea and Thyme is also a part of my signature collection. So that's what we're going to do. In all of my fabulous 8-ounce vessels that we talked about, the cream color vessels are like signature collection year-round ones. That's like my classic, my standard. And then the clay are just specific to fall and winter. So let's go ahead and see what we can get going.
Too much of emotions, sometimes I'm the light. Don't wanna pick a fight with everything seems so good. I guess I can't help myself. Would you hurt me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm right under the stars. Would you run out on me leaving this mark? But baby, I'm the one who's breaking hearts, one who's breaking hearts. Sometimes I'm broken, too much of emotions. Sometimes I'm the light. Don't wanna pick a fight with everything seems so good. I guess I can't help myself. Would you call me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm right under the stars. Would you run out on me leaving this mark? But baby, I'm the one who's breaking hearts, one who's breaking hearts.
All right, now that everything has been poured, the only thing we still have to do is, of course, add our product label and the warning label. You definitely need that warning label. I like to take it a step further and I add one of these into every candle purchase. Let me just grab it. It has been 24 hours since we poured all of our fall candles over here. I'm going to take a minute to kind of go through the cold throw of them before labeling and wrapping up this video. The first one is chapter book, which I don't need any. I don't need any reassurance on this one. This one slaps, honestly. It smells so great. Next up, white tea and thyme. A little bit lighter than I remember, but remember you're waiting those 2 weeks so everything can cure properly. 24 hours is a decent indicator of how strong the candle will be, but again, if you are newer to candle making, you can't always judge the candle by the fragrance when it's still melted, or like when you initially pour it, or the cold throw. Sometimes the cold throw is low, but once you light it, it fills a room. So you just kind of have to do your best, and you'll get better at testing which one is which, and you know how you can figure out all of those things as you grow. Next, I can't see the bottles, so let's see. Hmm. This one is definitely sweater weather. It's in the wrong pile though. Someone must have been in here. This one's flannel. It smells really nice. What is this one? No, this one's flannel. Then what is this one? The Heart and Home. Let me try again. Yeah, okay. It's Heart and Home. And this one is flannel. All right, good. That's the importance of keeping the fragrance with or labeling before you start moving things around. I've got a whole area on my shelf over there with unlabeled products because I forgot what the fragrance oil was. So, word to the wise, don't do that. Let's get into labeling. Okay, so everything is now labeled and ready to go. I need to take pictures and put them on the website, put them on Fair, and then the ones that I take to my retail locations, I'll need to put like a price tag on, like we've already talked about. So I have these, and it just is like a wooden wick candle card with the template for them on my Patreon, as well as the one for car diffusers. So these are specific though to wooden wick candles. If you're looking for a cotton wick one, just let me know. I can definitely, add that on there. That is where we are going to conclude today's video. If you are interested in purchasing retail or wholesale wise, they do come with a lid. I just didn't show it in here. They're in my like closet area. So I do have them. By the time you see this, they will be available retail and wholesale wise on lvfinesoaps.com. And then wholesale wise, we are on Fair, or you can just shoot me an email with your order information. I would love to work together. coming up on the channel, what do we have? I guess we've already done wax melts, we've done our car diffusers. I guess the next step is going to be that body lotion. Do I have like a making vlog for the fall body lotions? But I actually have an entire reformulation video because I did reformulate all of my lotion from scratch. So I'm no longer using a base. Stay tuned for that. Let me know what questions you have in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Bye.